So everyone says that you have to quit your 9-to-5 job in order to be successful. But I believe that for most people, the 9-to-5 job is your greatest wealth building tool. Because most people don't realize that there are perks and even hidden benefits of having a 9-to-5 job that can set you up to be a millionaire if you know how to use them. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 10 correction. There will only be 3 benefits shared in this video because I lost part of my footage. But if you all like this video, then I'm more than happy to make another one with the remaining 7 benefits. Now back to the video. Benefits of a 9-to-5 job. I'm talking about the ones you're probably overlooking and the ones that most employees are not even taking full advantage of, and how these perks can set you up for financial freedom. So let's get started. But first, if you are new here, hi, my name is Rachel. Welcome to The Choice Life. So this list of benefits is in no particular order, but let's start with number 1, your employer-sponsored retirement plans. And that can include a 401k, 403bs, TSPs, or 457s. So these employer-sponsored retirement plans are a way for you to fund your retirement, and your employer helps you do that by providing a matching contribution. So it's kind of like your employer incentivizing you to save for your own retirement. Because before they used to have pensions where your employer would save for your retirement for you, but most companies do not provide a pension anymore. So they use a 401k in order to incentivize you to go ahead and start saving for your own retirement. So a lot of these plans, these employers will offer a matching contribution. So let's say your employer matches you 100% up to a certain percentage. There could be 6%, it could be 4%. I've heard of some employers matching up to 10% of your salary, so that's incredible. But that's just money going into your account to be invested, and that can help you to reach retirement even earlier. But most people don't even take advantage of this benefit. I know that I didn't when I first started in my career. I did not invest in my 401k, so I lost out on all of that free money. All of that, the matching contributions my employer would have put into my account, I missed out on it completely, because with the way this works is you have to contribute into your 401k and your employer will match it. They won't just put it in if you're not putting it in. They'll match what you put in up to a certain percentage. So if you're not even contributing to your 401k, you're totally missing out on this free money. The employer match is an amazing benefit of a 9-to-5 job. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're contributing to your 401k, and then make sure that you're contributing at least enough to get that matching contribution. So if they'll match you at 6%, then you need to be contributing at least 6% of your salary into your 401k in order to get that money. Now, you obviously want to invest more than that, but that's a good starting point, is to at least get the match, because that's 100% rate of return, and that's just, you won't find that anywhere else. So this is a huge benefit that you have with a 9-to-5 job. The second benefit of a 9-to-5 job is paid time off, because they're basically paying you to not work. So paid time off is pretty much what it sounds like. You get paid to take time off. And some employers can give 14 days a year, and others can give even up to a month of paid time off. And you'll get more days the more seniority you have in your role. So PTO is part of your compensation package, and for some employers, it is a use it or lose it situation. So let's say you get 14 days PTO each year, and you only use 2, then the rest of the 12 days may not roll over to the next year, so you might lose all of those days. And like I said, that's included in your compensation package. You are promised 14 days a year that you can take off, no questions asked. So use this benefit because it's yours. So I always try to take my PTO days, but there are some overachievers like my husband. It is so difficult for me to get him to take PTO days, not because he doesn't want to necessarily, but because he knows that if he takes time off, he's just going to get behind on work. And if that is you, let me encourage you that these are days that are promised from your employer that you can take, no questions asked. This is a benefit of your job. So ultimately, you're the one that has to take care of you. Your job will always be there. Work will always be there. There's always going to be something to do, but you have to take care of your health. You have to just give yourself time to decompress. And this is a benefit that your job is offering you. They gave you this benefit, so take advantage of it. And I know that there are some jobs that try not to honor your PTO, like you put in your request and you keep getting denied, and that can be so frustrating. But a tip that I would give you is, as best as you can, try to request your PTO very early in the year. Like, I would go ahead and get a calendar and just like mark out when you want to take your vacations or take your time off throughout the year, and go ahead and put all that request in at the beginning of the year. And another great thing about PTO is that if you have a lot built up and you leave the job, you can get that PTO paid out to you in a paycheck. So you want to ask your HR department if that is their policy, because in my jobs at the hospital, they did pay out PTO, but my husband's job, he's more corporate, they didn't pay out the PTO, but he's salary. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but you definitely want to ask about that. What is your HR's policy regarding PTO payouts? The third benefit of having a 9-to-5 job is having health insurance. Now, we all know we live in America and healthcare costs are insane, honestly. And so they can absolutely eat up your income if you do not have health insurance. And so having your employer subsidize your health insurance is a huge benefit to having a 9-to-5 job. Like, I will work a job just for healthcare, honestly, because it's that important. And now if you are an entrepreneur, you have to pay your own health insurance. And you got to go to the marketplace where some rates, like I just put it in for me, my husband, and my daughter, what it could be if we had to pay our own health insurance, and it was between $800 to $1,200 a month just for 3 of us. And I'm sure that that's not like full coverage, you know, low deductible, like all of that. No, it's so expensive healthcare in this country. So having an employer that subsidizes your health insurance is incredible. And another huge perk you can have access to through a 9-to-5 job is an HSA, which is a health savings account. If your health insurance has a high deductible plan, then you do have access to a health savings account. Now, the amazing thing about a health savings account is it is a triple tax advantage account. So basically what it is you put in money into this account and it goes in tax-free. You do not pay taxes on that money, so your taxable income is lowered when you contribute to this account. And another amazing thing is some employers will actually contribute to this account for you. So I had a previous employer who would put $500 into an HSA every single year. So basically you put money into this account, and say you go to the ER, or you have to pay for prescriptions, or you have any other qualified medical expense, you can pull money out of that account to pay for those expenses, and that is also tax-free. And I would say this is the most overlooked benefit of having a 9-to-5 job, because most people don't even know what an HSA is or the benefits of it. So I'm going to share with you what millionaires know about HSAs. So like I said, it is an account that you can use to pay for medical expenses, but what millionaires do is they don't use this account to pay for their medical expenses. They pay for their medical expenses out of pocket. What they use this account for is to invest, because you can actually invest the money that you put into an HSA, and that can become an extra retirement account in the future. So let me explain how this works. So like I said, you put money into this account tax-free, so it drops your taxable income, and you invest that money in the HSA, so that money grows tax-free. And then once you reach retirement age, I think it's 65, once you reach the age of 65, you can take that money out. You will have to pay taxes on it when you take it out because it went in tax-free, but then you can use it for anything, because once you reach 65, it basically becomes like a traditional IRA, and that is an amazing benefit of HSAs, because you basically have added in a retirement account where you put the money in tax-free, it grows tax-free, and now you can withdraw it in retirement for income. Now, of course, you need to be able to afford to pay your medical expenses out of pocket and be able to contribute to a HSA, so there is that. But if you can do that, this is an amazing account to take advantage of.